7 starting spot is the defending champion here at the Speedway, the Jersey Jet, Brett Hearn. He starts back there in 7th with the Delaney Construction number 4 car. To the outside of him is where we find the 17 of Elmo Reckner, the Elmo's auto body entry, and shotgun on the field is the 6 of Kenny McGuire. Green is out. Down to turn number 1 they go, working up here through the corners, down off of turn number 2. It's going to be Frank Hort showing the way. Johnny Proctor and Tim Hartman race there for second. They get down to turn number 3, up on the front. Horde showing the way. Hartman now goes to the high line here off of turn number 4. And Hartman will stick the nose out in front of Johnny Proctor in that race for second spot. Then it's the T5. Back there, Tony Kawalchuk. He rides 4th. 5th spot is Don Ronca. The Jersey Jet, Brett Hearn back there in 6th spot, working down here to turn number 3. Hartman will lose a couple positions up here in turn 4. He drops back to 4th spot. Here comes Hearn dropping down low on Hartman as they work off of turn number 2. Brett Hearn, your new 4th place man. Back in 5th is the 22 of Hartman. 6th spot, the number 1 of Ronca. Jimmy Davis rides there 7th. Up front, Frank Horde Sr. showing the way here. But Tony Kawalchuk has now got a hold of the outside of the track, and he's going to work up here on the high line off turn number 2. Brett Hearn does just the opposite. He drops down low there on Johnny Proctor. So it's Hearn down low for 3rd. Kawalchuk up top for the lead off turn number 4. Tony Kawalchuk takes the top spot away from Frank Horde Sr. Kawalchuk to the front. Here comes the Jersey Jet off of turn number 2. Hearn now applying himself down the back stretch to the runner-up spot. He'll go to work on Kawalchuk here in turn number 4. Kawalchuk will shut the door off 4 that time. Halfway home, 5 are in, 5 remain here for Tony Kawalchuk with the T5 car. Kawalchuk working there on the front. Hearn rides 2nd. 3rd spot is Horde. Back in 4th is the 101 of John Proctor. Proctor rides 4th. Tim Hartman rounds out your top 5. Brett Hearn trying to get a run here on the T5 of Tony Kawalchuk. He'll pull to the backside. Now down to turn 3. He'll take a swing up on the high side off of turn number 4. Kawalchuk will hold Hearn at bay here with 7 complete. Hearn right there off the back bumper. Kawalchuk going to use the inside lane. He'll drift up off of turn number 2. Hearn rapidly approaching and going right back to the top side of turn 3. They'll come down off the corner. Hearn trying to power back to the backside of Kawalchuk, but Kawalchuk will be the first to see the 2-to-go sign. This time, Hearn going to drive it deeper down to turn number 1. Kawalchuk powers off into turn number 2 with the lead. They go to turn number 3. Hearn up on the outside. Kawalchuk on the inside. They race off turn 4 to see the white flag this time by Tony Kawalchuk, your leader with 1 to go. Yellow is out. An incident up here in turn number 3 brings caution out on the speedway. And yellow is out. 2 cars together. The 101 of Proctor and the 1 of Ronca. Front stretch, Tony Kawalchuk has held off the effort so far, but he's got Brett Hearn right there on the back bumper. Youth and experience lined up there 1-2 as we get ready to go back to green. A 1-lap shootout. Green and white fly simultaneously. They go to turn 1. Hearn tries to drive it in deeper down here to turn number 1, but Kawalchuk will have none of that. They go to turn 3. Kawalchuk on the inside is your leader. But here comes Hearn off the top side. Checkered flag is out. Tony Kawalchuk hangs out for the win. Brett Hearn finishes 2nd. 3rd goes to Frank Horde. 4th spot goes to the 22 of Tim Hartman. And rounding out your top 5 is the 99 of Jimmy Davis. So Tony Kawalchuk picks up the win in qualifier number 1. Brett Hearn has to settle for 2nd. If Kawalchuk can pull off that feat in the feature, that'll be worth a $500 bonus courtesy of